I wonder, is there a way to make this trade journal on my shirt look normal or look correct? I guess I could flip the video. Is that the only way to do it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you know how to make shirts look normal again. I don't know. I don't use a lot of film equipment. My video creation skills are definitely subpar. Whew, that's bright. Ay, ay, ay. Well, good news, guys. Today was another bit of a green day, actually better than yesterday's green day, even though we're still using small position size, so that's really, really nice. NNVC was really the one that brought home the gold today, so that's going to be the one that we're going to be focusing on most. It was also looking really, really good pre-market, but then it kind of started selling off, and I knew there was definitely a moment where I was like, I want to be very careful with this one. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about AIHS because that is the one that just rocketed pre-market. And then it kind of started, selling off a little bit as well. So we're going to see, is NNVC and AIHS, are those possible swing trades, especially with NNVC, because this one has been running up for the last few months. This biotech with a lot of research around coronavirus, a lot of studies. Now they just had an animal positive results come out. So they have been very, very busy. And, is this one going to continue? Is this one going to sell off? Are you guys holding it overnight? It's a really, really tough one to say. And honestly, trading it today, I was very cautious, and that's the only thing I did right with it. The pullbacks on this one were just so wicked. Sometimes I had these really nice breakouts, but they would not hold very long. And I'm kind of getting nervous that this is a little bit of foreshadowing of what is to come. So let's go to the charts now, guys. Drop a like if you enjoy the content. Consider subscribing if you're new. As a quick little reminder, we go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to first review the watch list and then trade the market open. Leave questions and comments below, and let's get into the charts now. Thank God, because this light is just so bright. All right, guys, welcome back. So this is our little position statement. Is that what this thing is called? Anyway, this is our summary of the trading day today. We traded NNVC, HEPA, and AIHS. So a nice little sum here, $245, walking away in the green. And $245 might not seem huge, but for the fact that we trade with $1,000 position sizes pre-market and we worked our way up to about $2,000 position sizes, it's actually a pretty nice big green day. So I couldn't really be more happy about that. Soon I want to work up to $3,000 and then $5,000 position size days, and then maybe, I don't know, a few months later, once we're consistent at $5,000, work up to $10,000 as max position sizes. That's when things are obviously going to get a little bit more interesting. But there's no rush, guys. This is a total marathon. And this is all on a new strategy that we picked up about 6 months ago, the gap and go strategy. Although I've been trading much longer before that, but I used to, swing trade, only big support zones, things like that. Much different trading style, not this kind of aggressive day trading. So yeah, pretty happy here. Let's review everything and kind of talk about some of the biggest lessons, missed opportunities, and possible swing trades as well. So let's start with HEPA, because actually HEPA was a ticker I was looking at pre-market, and we got a really nice little dip buy on this one. Let's quickly go to it. Here we go. This was actually one of the lead gappers from the day before. I missed trading HEPA, missed a lot of these moves here, which is fine. I was fixated on other stocks. Sometimes you can't get them all. Anyway, I had a limit order here right when the market opened from the day before. And quickly, the market opened, pulled back, and we got a nice entry here at 363, which was multi-month support and resistance on HEPA. Which was a hot stock yesterday. And I knew there was big support here because this is one of these last pivot zones before we have a pullback. I love these kind of areas. We got a pullback here, and then we moved up 7%. There was a lot of resistance here in general, not a lot of volume, so I didn't really want to kind of overstay my welcome with this trade, and I just kind of took profits on it. It was a very simple trade. Really didn't take that much effort, but we walked away with $75. Again, small position size on this one. Could have probably traded it again out of the gates. Had a quick pullback here, nice red to green move, moved up 13%. But it was not a lead gap or anything. It wasn't really anything that's interesting, so I didn't pay attention to HEPA. Let's just talk about AIHS, which was our second lead gapper on the day. This one had $7 million investment agreement with Hongyi Group. It's a Chinese credit company, 11 million float, 100% gapping up pre-market. Honestly, the pre-market activity on AIHS, I knew I was going to fumble this one all day, was nice, was really, really nice, and somehow I missed it over and over again. The biggest entry here, you guys could probably guess if you guys know me a little bit, my trading style, was this 9-minute pullback to the EMA, and then it ran up 30% from there. I really kind of kicked myself when I missed this one, but I was not watching pre-market today. I was kind of running around doing some other things. I kind of had an eye on it, but overall I missed it. I didn't really want to trade AIHS out of the gates, although I got to say this pullback here below $2 and then it's just a vicious swing back to the upside was really nice. This could have been a phenomenal, 30, 45 second trade, 20% profit. I mean, it's those, you don't get those moments all the time. And, the first 5 minutes of the day is usually when you get those. I didn't really, trade AIHS. I wasn't really super interested in it. I should have probably looked a little bit closer into it once the support held here. We bounced right back above it, bought the dip here, maybe got this run to the upside. I don't know. It wasn't like super interesting to me. Maybe buy this quick pullback here and got the 7% run right here. This could have also been a good trade. So this was definitely a missed opportunity to move to the upside. Eventually, there's a nice pullback here. I missed the dip. Again, another miss. And I was like, God, AIHS has just got me missing entries left and right. And what's horrible? And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this. If you miss like 3, 4, 5 entries in a row, then eventually you're going to get a little bit more aggressive and boom, that's the one that pulls back super hard and you have a big red loser. I really don't like when that happens. And I'm kind of getting better at avoiding it because I understand that I'm starting to feel FOMO and then I just, say, whatever, I'm going to walk away. So kind of understanding your limits and, your gut feeling, listening to your gut is so important as a trader. It's like, I can't even expand on that enough. Like when you have those split second feelings like, ooh, this is a good idea. And you already know it's a good stock to trade, not just like, oh, what's this doing? This guy said I should trade this. Boom, I'm going to trade that. No, that's ridiculous. But if you've done something, hundreds of times, and then you see the right setup, and you want to get aggressive, right? AIHS on this last little move right here was kind of like that. We were breaking higher here. I was like, this is a perfect setup on the second lead gapper on the day. Let's do it. I had my conviction on level 8. Out of 10. If you guys know that chart, it was in the recap video I was talking about yesterday. And I bought the breakout here at kind of 95 as we're starting to move higher. And then right here around $2, we're starting to see some big resistance. I was looking for a quick pop. We didn't really get that. I didn't really want to stick around this one too long. So I was like, whatever, 5 cents a share on a $2 stock is really not that bad. I'm going to take my profits. Plus, I was using bigger position size. I was using max position size, and I knew I did not want to fumble this one. So I closed out for like 2.5% profit, took $50 and just walked away on this one. Boom. I wish we would have traded here at 1050. This was a nice, really, really, really nice move. We had to watch out though, as we approached this resistance zone, which was support and retested and then resistance. I didn't really see a reason on why I would want to enter this one. Was kind of thinking maybe in this area that it could break out. So I could have maybe traded it here and then closed as we didn't break out. But overall, this was a huge mean 10, 12% dip. So I should have been trading this one on the move to the upside. I just knew this one pulled back hard. And I don't know. I think AIHS for me is just going to go down as missed opportunities because I missed a lot of moves on AIHS. And this is always why I say don't copy me in the stream. I miss stuff all the time. I make mistakes and I get out of trades very, very quickly. I think on the stream there's like a 15-second delay. What I'm seeing in the order book and some of my trades, they only last 15 seconds from entry to exit. I mean, usually they're like 30, 45 seconds, but like, don't copy me. Hopefully as a community, we can all learn together, but this is not for, Alex got in, I'm going to get in. Sometimes I have longer trades, especially my swing trades, which, we can try to figure out where the stock is going in general. But at the end of the day, your entry, your exit is yours alone. It's too quick, I think, to copy trade a day trader. Okay, so next. Yeah, AIHS, when I just look at it, I'm just like, oh, wow. The amount of opportunities I missed on this one is almost shocking. Whew, I gotta take a breather. NNVC, let's go to this one, NNVC. This was the lead gapper on the day. This was a hot stock, 6 million float, US Biotech with coronavirus positive animal study results, 56% gapping up pre-market at first, and then it was even higher. where are we now? So actually in total, this from high to low, or this from high to here, 54%, yeah, roughly. And then it kind of started trending below VWAP, and I was like, why is it trending below VWAP? That's not what I want to see. So I was a little disappointed how this one kind of played out. I gave this one a 7 overall on my conviction chart. So let's kind of go in here, zoom in a little bit more, and then make sure the 5 minutes is on point. What I didn't like about this one is the fact that the overall, why is this 5 minute chart acting up? The overall daily chart is really, really rough. A lot of rejected break gaps, and technically on the backside of a very, very aggressive multi-month setup. So not really my favorite there. We were breaking above 10 though, and I was like, this could be really good. I mean, $10, this, $12 might be the next major level we might see. So as VWAP kind of held a little bit here, we did have a lot of selling resistance on the break. I was like, okay, maybe we're going to see a continuation move. So I kind of got in here. I was really shaky here. I fumbled the first trade and I won the second trade, but overall I walked away with like $4 profit on this. It was ridiculous. It was a total scratch central. So I knew NNVC, got to be careful with it. That's why I like my pre-market trades. That's why I use small share size pre-market, because no matter what happens pre-market, I can at least, get a grasp for the market. If I lose, if I'm in a 10% loser pre-market, I'm still using small share size, so it's not going to like ruin my day. If I have, a 10% winner, I still have small share size. It's not going to make my day, but I'm kind of getting a feel for the overall market. That's really what I like about pre-market trading, and that's usually why I start trading around 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could start trading at 7 a.m. because that's when pre-market starts on TOS. And it starts overall for the overall market, at least for NASDAQ, at 4:30 a.m. So different depending on what platform you use and the overall market. Out of the gates, NNVC was a total disaster. I mean, this thing was so choppy. I was looking for a clean red to green move, maybe at $9, 1, 2 candle, and then a nice move back above the EMA. We didn't get that. It was like the opposite. We got a quick flash pullback, quick flash move back to the upside, quick dip. I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to trade this. Eventually we did break the EMA, and this thing had some power behind it. I missed all this whole move here, actually till about the EMA, and then I was like, boom, at 956 is when I got my entry. So that was pretty high. That was like at the high of this candle. And then, I was looking for a break of the VWAP. Didn't get that, and I sold right away here at like 72. So this was a 1% trade. Again, tiny trade, but I sensed that it was a little bit iffy. So this one could have been a big loser, and the second my thesis was kind of wrong. My thesis was we would get one quick spike past VWAP. And when I saw all the sellers in that candle in the order book, I was like, I'm out of here. So I basically ditched that trade. The next one, similar situation, spiked up to 9.5. I jumped in this one quite aggressively, popped here above VWAP, but again, big sellers, and I sold this one. So this one, a bit better of a move, but like nothing really too interesting, not something you really, run home about. And you're like, woohoo, that was an awesome trade. Got chopped out here on this 9-minute pullback. 9-minute EMA pullback, was looking for a continuation again, didn't get that one. Bought a small little dip here. All these trades were just quick and kind of dirty. Bought the breakout here. Again, my entry was not good. I got an entry at 86. That's almost on the higher half of the green candle. That is on the higher half of the green candle. And then we pulled up here a little bit higher. And I closed my position for less than a 1% profit. So again, didn't get what I wanted. Eventually, this thing did technically move up here and was like a 9% move, but there's no way I would have held through all this. I mean, there's so many question marks. And I would have been read several times along the way. Not fun. So not really the best trading on my end, I gotta say today, but we managed our risk well. And I think that's sometimes the most important part. I don't really think I'm going to be looking to trade NNVC overnight. I don't really like the fact that it's kind of pulled off quite a bit. Maybe if we have a pull back to like $8 or so, I would consider trading it at $8 maybe. Wait, what did I click on there? Charts. There we go. So maybe at $8 or something, I would consider trading it. I'm a little bit nervous this one's going to get an offering or something like that. So I don't really see NNVC being really too interesting. I mean, although it does have coronavirus study news, and that we've seen how good that's been for this company. But, you know, can it hold these areas? So far, it does look like it's not really holding these areas too well. So I don't think I'm going to be looking to trade NNVC. Maybe in the afternoon, if we see this thing start pulling higher again and maybe form some sort of bullish pattern, I could look into that. But at the moment, I'm not going to be looking at this one. AIHS, similar situation, not really too excited, especially with these Chinese companies. I always feel even more disconnect with them because I mean, look at the long-term chart on this one. It's pretty negative. Not like one-day gappers, if anything. I definitely won't hold AIHS overnight. If I look to place a limit order on this one, it's going to be very low. So that's kind of my take on AIHS for now. So like if I was going to place a limit order, maybe at like $1.33 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the missed opportunities make a lot of sense for you guys. I hope that you understand why and why not I want to be trading, or I don't want to be trading, in this case, NNVC and AIHS overnight. I mean, long term, guys, it's always so important to see past performance. And when you have some past performance like this, where, you know, it has a gap day and sells off, gap day sells off, it did have a little multi-day runner here. 1, 2, 3, you know, 4 big green days in a row, but lately it's not been so hot. But, you know, if we can hold maybe 1.5 and, you know, we end the afternoon with some good strength, that could be interesting. But I would probably be more inclined to trade NNVC than AIHS. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the video comments below, and I will be sure to respond. Yeah, guys, don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy the content. Subscribe if you're new. I would love to see you again. Join the community. It's mad good fun. And I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Stay safe. Make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.